Hey guys, welcome to 6ixvoices, a brand new 6ixhappening podcast. So far, we've just been displaying our writing on our blog. Here, we'll be discussing various topics regarding the largest city in Canada and showcasing our unique personalities. We look forward to bringing listeners our viewpoints on all topics surrounding the Six. At times, there will be guest speakers as well, so be sure to tune into each episode whenever possible. Looking forward to bringing you guys nothing but the best 6ixhappening content for years to come.
Let's go.
Good. Okay, guys, how's it going? This is Matt here for another episode. Welcome back to 6ixvoices, episode 6. And here we have Vic today, my trusty partner here, and just to go again and go with the episode. How's it going, Vic?
Hey, I'm good, Matt. I'm good. How are you?
I'm very good. It's nice to hear from you again. Hopefully you've been good. How's the week been?
Oh, the week's been all right, man. A little busy, but I was able to also play some soccer. It was a little windy, but you know what? With some good pants and a hoodie, you're fine, man.
Yeah, like I always thought, you know what? It's just because it's COVID now, right? Doesn't mean people can't go outside for some physical activity. That's actually really good for your mental health too, right?
Yeah, exactly. So it's all really COVID compliant. The place is kind of cool. In the sense that everyone's chill, nobody's trying to oh, this is public property, they don't have an attitude, right? They see that you're playing a game, they're like, all right, we'll make a space around it, right?
Yeah, it's kind of cool because people can just go there. I've been there right with you once, and it's kind of cool. People are not really. Like you said, there's not someone policing it all the time. People are free to do their own activities, and kind of I feel like also people respect other people's space. I didn't really see too many people barging into your guys' soccer games, or you know what I mean?
Yeah, because the thing is, there's also that big field right before the pitch, and it's just so nice for chilling, man. There's some picnic benches, or you can just bring a blanket or whatever. It's great for pictures too, man.
Yeah, and if people want to go check this place out, it's called Canoe Landing Park. And where is it by, Vic? What's it around in case people want to go?
Oh yeah, around Fort York Boulevard in Bathurst.
It's a little tricky because I got lost trying to get there, but it's around that area. You'll find it. It's not too far from that intersection.
Yeah, it's a nice little place. You know what? And we go, we do our thing, and everybody else does theirs, and it's really nice. And people sometimes sit and watch us play.
Yeah, that was me that day. I came to watch.
Yeah.
That's excellent, man. That's excellent. Yeah, you know what? As the weather's getting better, definitely go check out that park. Excellent. It's nice views and good people, good vibes all around.
Oh yeah, and the best part is, and I'm also getting in a little bit of practice and doing something different, event management or whatever, right?
Oh, definitely. You mean just controlling the event? The soccer?
Yeah, because I do a lot of organizing, or I did before, and now it's just I picked it up again, and it's fun. It's fun, man, because I feel it's a good kind of a community service, like you were saying. It does serve a mental health purpose. It helps people de-stress and exercise, and it's compliant.
Yes. And also I noticed, because I'm in the group chat now, thanks for inviting me, by the way, to the WhatsApp soccer chat.
Yeah.
It's just I noticed that, it gives people, something to look forward to, right? So people, maybe they had a hard week, and they're like, oh, you know what? I'm going to do this on that day, and, should come out. It's going to be nice,
Yeah.
Check it out. Come out this time, right? It's going to be cool. People got that to look forward to.
Yeah, that's what I want it to be, just something that some people can use to get some exercise, just de-stress. Yeah, and that's why I always strive to set up a really friendly vibe. Sometimes somebody will just mistime a tackle and trip me or whatever, but it's it's not really that deep, and it's fine. Right, and honestly, it's just really much more worth it to just carry on, man. It's definitely the healthy part.
So let's say that does happen, where somebody does get carried away a little bit. How do you guys manage it?
I just pull them aside and I have a word. I'm like, hey, you know what? We're just playing for fun here, all right? don't want any. Yeah, like there's always a way to tell somebody to calm down without telling them to calm down.
Yeah, that's
You
true.
know?
That's true. Because like, yeah, exactly. Because that's kind of direct, right? Like blunt. But yeah, no, it's really good. It serves a good purpose, and I can't wait till I go and play my first game there. So that'd be cool.
Oh yeah, you should definitely come out, man. Like all levels are welcome. I know I sound like I'm promoting it a bit, but like all levels are welcome, man. You don't have to like be good to play.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't mean to brag, but I used to play soccer before, right? So I don't think I'm a rookie.
Okay.
But I'm probably rusty because it's been a while since I've like actually played on a team.
Oh
But yeah,
yeah.
it should be fun. I think I still got some moves though.
Oh, we'll see. Bring those dance moves, man. Bring your dancing
Another
shoes.
thing, are both are is it just male or is it female as well?
It's co-ed. We had
Okay.
a couple females, a couple women come and play, and seems like they enjoyed it because they keep coming back with their mates.
Okay, really cool.
Yeah, and
That's
that's what
awesome.
I want, man. Just like a super inclusive, fun environment, where it's just like they come, it's like, hey, what's up, man? And you leave, oh, thanks for coming and see you, type of
Yeah,
thing,
excellent. It's a good pastime.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what do you think about this patios opening up now? I think you said it was what 9 o'clock last call now.
Yeah,
we're able to
man.
do
Yeah.
outdoor dining in Peel and Toronto now. That's pretty good.
Yeah. Like even just around here, like in the core, you just walk around, or even just up the street from Canoe Landing, there's Hunter's Landing there too. They're really nice. I've been there a couple times for some events.
Yeah. And that's like, so I've been to Hunter's Landing, the bar around there. Are you talking about like a field?
No, the bar.
Oh, the bar, yeah, because I was like, Hunter's Landing, Canoe Landing, because that's a park, the other one's a bar. Hunter's Landing is nice, man. It's a Liberty Village area.
Yeah.
That's a nice area.
Oh yeah, that's where the field is, man. So it's really nice, It's like it can kind of bring in people from around the world, that like they have the custom of like maybe a drink after the game, right?
Yeah, I was just about to say that. And like imagine when like it's like regular times, like, well, I mean even now, right? Like if let's like say we have like one of our teams in the playoffs, probably the Leafs in this case, like to go watch a game or whatever, right? Or I remember actually going there when to see a Raptors game once, and it was pretty fun.
Nice.
So that was good. But yeah, man, overall excellent, man. I think it's Peel now in Toronto, like in the gray zone, but allowing outdoor dining now. So that's really nice. I mean, first, at least it gives people in the city some hope, right? Because for a long time, people were just like, "Oh man, everyone else around Toronto is getting the opportunity to eat with people right outside, not just in your home."
Exactly.
So, now it's here.
Exactly, and I honestly think it's even extended to like affecting what I like to do, because even with organizing, say I have a group of 20 people, I have to find one person to like take 10 people and be like, these are total strangers, right?
Yeah, exactly.
But
oh yeah, for sure.
That's honestly just a backup, because most of the time nobody really comes and bothers us or anything, man.
Has it happened once?
No, that's the crazy
that's
thing.
good.
Like that's why I don't really talk about it that much. But
Excellent.
It's a great little place, man. Honestly, it's a gem. It's right up there with like back campus fields near U of T.
Yeah. The one we went to check out.
Yeah, those are good. I mean, they're starting to pick up, but a lot of it's like, oh, come and see.
Yeah. So you know what? Now that it's getting nicer, they have the patios open, and actually, I know for 6ixhappening, we want to go and check out different patios, right? Give our reviews, give our take on it. What's the first patio you're like kind of like not longing, but like kind of like you wanna go check out first? I guess there's a long list of them, right? But anyone come to mind?
I mean, I'd say like Cabana, Lavelle. They have decent patios. Because I think they're much more of like an exotic location in terms of like
Yeah.
where they are and what's around them.
Exactly. It's like right in the core. entertainment district.
Yeah, like I definitely would want to check out more of the like touristy places, I guess, you know, like milestones and maybe even one kind of that I've known about that's in like the East End, like beaches. They have a rooftop patio.
Oh wow, the one that I want to go to, well, it's kind of, well, yeah, you mentioned one actually, Laval, because that's one that I've been wanting to go to even before COVID times. I never got a chance to go there, and like people are always like kind of doing events there, like birthdays, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
so
that place is beautiful.
I always wanted to go check that out, and now that they have it open again, that's gonna be pretty fun. As well as I don't know if you probably noticed it's around your area, but I used to go to I checked out once with Enzo back in the day. We went to the Broadview Hotel.
The Broadview Hotel.
Yeah, that
go
was
go
nice,
on.
Man.
What was at the Broadview Hotel?
At the top floor they have a restaurant, and it's like a restaurant with a it's a rooftop.
Oh.
So it's like a rooftop restaurant / bar, and they had like nice music and stuff. It's pretty good, man.
Oh, nice. I forget because I was thinking of like when you said Broadview Hotel, I was thinking, oh, is this the one on like Queen and Broadview?
It might be that one, yeah. I'm pretty sure it is that one, actually.
Yeah, and then I remember they like totally redid it, so it could definitely be a place we check out, man.
Yeah, like and the thing is, I feel like before it was just inside. They made the outside look nice, right? So in the nice weather, it'd be nice to go see it.
Oh, for sure. Like it'll be really nice, man. Very, very good times, man.
Actually, I have my dad actually just went out recently with my cousin, and they didn't go out here because it was still closed at that time, and they went to just out of the city to go to a bar or restaurant out of the city, and he was commenting how like basically they were on the border of like Vaughan and Toronto. So in Vaughan they have like, you know, like everything, I mean, stuff open, and like you can go like 10 people in at a time or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
That time. And like just across from it was Toronto, and they were still like closed with everything. So he was commenting like, what's the difference between us going to a bar here in Vaughan and across the street in Toronto? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, why is that closed? Why is this open? You know?
I find it really interesting too, because it's definitely an anomaly that was created. Like I saw it back in Chile, you know, back home.
Yeah.
And it was the same thing. It was just like, oh yeah, there's like a freaking COVID border, and people literally cross the street, and they're like, oh yeah, I'm fine, I can take off my mask, you know. And it is, again, I really think it's just one of those anomalies created by the situation we're in, right? And it's a little funny, but thankfully we're getting out of total lockdown, and you know, we can go back to enjoying those things. Because I noticed too, it's like people are like, holy shit, we never realized how cool patios are until we got them taken away from us.
Like basically people took for granted everything that we can't do now, and they were just like, please let me have those things again, and I'll never take it for granted again. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, like right now, walking for a patio, like on a good day, is about like hour and a half to an hour.
Exactly. And the weather right now is just starting to turn the corner, even though it's like, you know, it's in that thing where it's like trying to change, but we're having like spring showers, you know, so it's like trying to change.
Trying to change, having issues.
Yeah, it's like I'll go to 10 in the day, but still go down to -5 at night. You know what I mean? So you're just like, oh, I don't need this jacket. Hold on, I do.
The weather's just like, come on, guys, I'm trying.
Yeah, like, give me a break. Bring your jacket, bring your sweater.
Oh yeah. That's probably why I always have a bag on me, man.
Yeah, in case.
Yeah.
Smart thinking. So I came across an article. I think I showed you. It was like Ontario's most expensive regions.
Uh-huh.
And we're the most expensive region here, like in Ontario, obviously, right? Being Toronto.
Yeah.
So you gotta so apparently to have like a livable wage in Toronto is $22 an hour. Can you believe that?
Yeah, that's about right.
$22 an hour, and the regular salary is $14 an hour to like basically like a salary above $14 an hour, like that most people make, right?
Yeah.
But a livable wage is 22, so basically you got to make $10 more to live comfortably in the city. That shows you like the disparity, you know?
Yeah, it's like
crazy,
people need to have higher paying jobs just to be like just to exist in the core, just to live in the core, man.
It's so crazy. I wonder if that wage, like 22, is like all Toronto, or it's just concentrated more on jobs in the center, like in the core, like you're saying.
Yeah, I really think there's a lot of like specialized jobs up in the core, so it really drives up the needed income,
the average price
to live here. And I mean 22 sounds about right.
Right?
To just kind of break even, to be honest. Like, and you can even be fine with like 25. Like... You can even be fine with like 25 and up, right? I think that would be reasonable.
Yeah, meanwhile, the most people are average, like, make 14, 15. There's something wrong there, you know?
That's the average? Isn't that like below minimum wage?
That's what I was thinking, right? It's like, man, they're not even living, like, so that's like, they're not living comfortably at that point, right? It's just like they're surviving, you know?
Oh, yeah.
And then after that, the second place in Ontario is Halton region. So when I was checking Halton region, because I wasn't, like, there's so many different regions around here, right? You know, like municipalities, you don't know what is what sometimes, right? Durham, you don't know, like, what is part of what. So Halton comprises Burlington, Oakville, and Milton. So it's those ways. And that way, like, around that way is very expensive, too. Like, they're $20 an hour.
Yeah.
And then after that, you got Halliburton, which is at 19. So I guess, like, all the places that you usually hear about. But, these places have, like, nice neighborhoods and nice homes. Like, anything that you would expect in a nice neighborhood, right? Like, nice jobs, schools and stuff, right?
If I can pay for rent with $19 an hour in Halliburton, I would be living there immediately. Holy smokes. Wow.
Right?
That's crazy, man.
I feel like what stops a lot of people from living at these places is they don't drive. You feel the same?
Yeah. I can see it being an issue, right? Especially with, like... I mean, there's always a way to kind of go around it. Like, if you don't like transit, you can always just, like... There's people that do carpooling on Kijiji.
Oh, okay, there you go. Is that safe?
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be.
Yeah, I mean, two people put on a mask and somebody drives you give them money, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it doesn't sound safe at all, but...
Hold on, this doesn't look like my area.
Just the premise of, like, okay, yeah, I'll enter a vehicle with a stranger.
Yeah.
To save some money.
I actually saw a funny meme about that. It said that, like, in 1995 or 1998, the main thing was don't talk to strangers. Then in 2008, when the internet became a thing, it was don't meet strangers off the internet. Then you fast forward to now, you're paying somebody that you don't know to drive you somewhere randomly. You know what I mean? So it's like, that all got this, it just went out the window.
Yeah, we went from one side to the other in that sense, like, ultra secure to, like, fuck it.
Yeah, okay, whatever. We need to get somewhere. Like, hopefully I don't die on the way there.
Oh, yeah, or even those places that are, like, honestly, a good median would be one of those places that are accessible to, like, a GO line, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, because the GO is pretty, like, the GO reaches, like, its reach is pretty far, right? Like, where it goes, so...
Oh, yeah, that's the beautiful part of it.
The only thing that I've seen with the GO is that it's a little bit expensive, but, like, I wonder how that, like, averages out to, like, if you had a car paying for gas, you know what I'm saying?
I think it would still be cheaper, man.
Exactly, right? Because gas is expensive.
Yeah.
Insurance and all that.
Yeah, gas and insurance together would be way more than somebody spends using the GO.
Right?
And then TTC is even cheaper.
TTC is even cheaper, exactly. So, like, there is ways around. You just gotta be willing to commute.
Yeah, that's it, man. Like, and they all have their own things to offer, right? Like Halliburton, there's a ton of places to go hiking there, man. It's It's beautiful
I love
land.
hiking, man.
We should do a hiking trip, man. Let's set it up.
Let's do it up for 6. We should actually check out the best places to hike in like GTA, like our region. You know what I'm saying? Like Ontario. Because if I say Ontario, we could be going like 8 hours from here, right? But like because Ontario's huge, you know.
Oh yeah, oh
I mean,
yeah.
I'd be down to do that. That'd be great. And imagine I bet you we'd get some nice shots, nice videos. I'm down to do. We should do that. A couple of those in the summer, no doubt.
Oh yeah, just do like a day trip, you know.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. And even Halliburton, like I'm not too familiar with those ways. The only times I've actually been out there to hang out was when I went to the cottage a few times, right? And even then, like you feel like because you're there temporarily, you don't really know where you are, or what area, you know.
Oh yeah, yeah. Like when
You don't know the ways.
what's your like last cottage trip like?
We went, Enzo, me, and Ivan.
Oh nice.
Enzo, me, and Ivan. We went to Huntsville, and we were around Algonquin, or like we were close to Algonquin or something. And we stayed in a cottage in like the forest there, and then we actually drove a little bit. Oh, Ivan drove us to like a clearing around Algonquin, and we just like walked in the forest, and like we were just in there.
Nice.
Yeah, so it was like that was the last one, and that was like maybe a couple of years ago already.
Okay, okay.
How about yours?
Oh man, same. I mean, the last time I went was probably a year or two ago.
Yeah. Did you go to Quebec too for that?
No. They were all local. Like I went to one called Terracotta Park or whatever,
Yeah.
and it's really nice. It's like a mini Forks of the Credit kind of thing, but it's like it's
Okay.
really cool, man. It's really cool. It has a lot of trails and stuff.
What I don't think people realize too much is just how many regions Ontario has. Like you can basically like spend I don't know how long trying to check out everywhere. It would take you a while.
Oh yeah, or even just
There's
looking
so
at
many
like
parts.
GTA and the fringes, right?
Yeah, there's so many parts. Even like let's say like even just outside the GTA, like GTA itself is huge, right? So you have a lot of places to check out. But even just the places like I'm talking about, like maybe like a half an hour to 2 hour drive. Like there's so many places, right?
Oh
if you're
yeah,
into,
like up in Caledon or
Yeah.
Barrie.
Yeah, or even Aurelia, like Peterborough, Oshawa, like these places, right? Like,
Yeah.
Like there's like so many like places to check out. Even what I was talking about, like even that region, like it's beautiful, right? Like Muskoka region, Gravenhurst, like Huntsville, like those places, right? There's so many places around there.
Oh yeah, that for me, like honestly, it's worth it. It's worth the extra time, and it's worth sometimes, most of the time, it's a little pricier, but like it's worth it just because of the experience, man. Like people are so nice out there.
You live here, right?
Yeah, like people are so nice out there, and they're like, "Hey, how's it going? Hello." You know, they're so friendly, and it's just like it's so refreshing. You know, as a city person, to go out there and like have a quick chat with a stranger at a gas station. You know.
Exactly, or just like go out there and enjoy like the beer that they have out there because they have their own breweries there.
Oh, definitely. Like breweries,
You know what I mean?
wineries.
Like, Muskoka beer, like it's awesome. And yeah, man, but it's so cool. Like the thing is, those things though, again, like you need a ride, right, for that. But again, you can plan it with like I guess the bus because there's buses that take you out there too, right?
Oh yeah, I mean the train goes to Niagara region, no?
The train?
Yeah, it goes to Niagara region, right?
Yeah, it does. It passes by there, no doubt.
Yes. So like you can have a sick trip and you probably wouldn't even need a ride and probably even get around with Uber just in the area. Because I remember that's what I did when I went to Hamilton to go to. You ever heard of Devil's Punch Bowl?
No.
It's a really sick place. It's like this little waterfall and like.
That's a plug right there.
Yeah. It's definitely on the list of places I want to visit again. It's in Hamilton, super easy to get to through the Go, and then from there it's literally freaking couple bucks and you're there.
That's awesome.
So that's definitely something like if you're down to join me, man, we can do it up, man, because they have some really good parks there too.
I'm just like well, I guess we'd be find a way to get there, right, with like transportation and commuting. But I guess just like destination, like where we're gonna stay, and that's it, and then we'll just do it up around there. So that's good.
There's a nice little hotel there too, man. It's not too expensive. I mean, that makes it sound kind of funny, but it's called the Admiral Inn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, maybe for another episode, I'll tell you how I know about it, man.
Yeah, no worries. Oh, for sure. That sounds like a story I'd like to hear. But yeah, man. No, man, it's gonna be fun, man. It's, you know what? Even I guess just to wrap up on that point, like just like even though these places are expensive and stuff like that, like there's so many things to do and see that it makes them worth it. You know what I'm saying? So like, I guess in that sense, like, I'm not saying like people have to try to make more, but like, and like if you can make more, then like there's stuff that's available that's worth it for you.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But you know what? Also, as well, it's like at the end of the day, man, I'm just happy to live here, right? Yeah, man. So these are the 8 places that are going to be reopening this summer, which is something to look forward to. Nice. CNE, Canada's Wonderland, the Sunflower Farm, Rendezvous, Wet and Wild, Edgewalk, and Cabana and the Toronto Zoo. So, like, honestly, like, some of those places I'm pretty sure people would be happy to hear about, right? Because in my own case, I never got a chance to go to the CNE last year, and that was one of my favorite places to go to. And I never checked out the Sunflower Farm. I'm not sure if you have. Rendezvous, the last time I've been there, I was with Enzo. We had a beer, like, on the patio. I don't know if you know that one. It's on... It's like that big patio they opened up downtown beside where the ballroom is, like in the entertainment district. It's like a big, that was a nice place to go have a beer. You had a nice view of the CN Tower there.
True.
Wet and Wild, never been there. Edgewalk, I've never done that. I don't think I would though, because I don't like heights, but I know some people would. Do you like heights?
Oh yeah, I'd be down to do it, man.
Yeah, I'd probably take a video of you doing it from down there.
You don't like heights? How are you gonna do the helicopter ride, man?
Okay, that I don't mind. I'm inside somewhere.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I don't mind that, because then I can't be afraid of that, or like, because then how am I gonna ever take a flight somewhere?
Oh yeah.
So yeah.
That I don't know. I feel like I just find it really cool. Even like just on an airplane, I just look out the window and I see, okay, yeah, those are clouds.
Those are clouds, and look, there's Matthew down there. Yeah, man, I even want to check out the zoo. I haven't been there since, like, a very long time, since I was, like, a little kid.
Yeah, I was thinking about that, too. I'm like, it'd be kind of a sick place, man. Like, just check out the animals and...
That's another thing, 6ixhappening zoo tour. Right?
Yeah,
we can try out, because I'm pretty sure they have something to eat around there. We can have something to eat, then go check out inside, right? So...
Oh, yeah, and then we can even hit up Wonderland, see if my old ass can take a roller coaster still.
And you see here, they're saying Cabana Pool Bar is opening. That's actually someplace that I've never been. That's another place like I've wanted to check out. I've never been, so I'll definitely go this time now that they're trying to open it up again. And I know my buddy Lewis is gonna want to go there too.
Oh yeah, dude. If we can if it'd be possible even to make a reso, then why not?
For sure. Yeah, exactly. Do you have any stories about these places?
Oh yeah, Wonderland.
Because it's been a while, right?
Wonderland, definitely, man. I remember going there recently for like the Halloween stuff.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
You mean like the haunt, right? Halloween haunt?
Yeah, Halloween haunt.
Yeah, that's always a good one.
But Cabana, I haven't been there either. One that I have been to that I'm actually kind of glad I did was Wayne Gretzky's. That one apparently
I never
was.
got a chance to go there too.
Yeah, they had a nice patio, nice patio, man.
That's a good place, like right in the core, right? Like between King and Queen, I think, right? Yeah, that's a cool place, man. And the Sunflower Farm, you've ever been there?
That looks kind of interesting, man.
Yeah, Beaverton, Ontario. I've actually never been to that town. You see what I'm saying about all these places that like are around us that like some people, because you never get a chance to leave the city sometimes, you don't know how it is, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Did you check out Rendezvous last year? The big outdoor patio, like in that beside ballroom.
I haven't checked it out in a while. Like I know of it, but like I haven't been there, so I don't know. Like I don't have a recent experience.
Yeah, the last time I went there was August, like the last summer.
Oh shoot!
And I went with Enzo, and that was actually the last time I seen him. And we had some food and drinks there. It was nice.
Okay.
They have a pretty good view of the CN Tower, like right in the. It's like a big open space there, right? Like they converted it into that, like an open patio.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it looked like it used to be like a parking lot or something, or normally is a parking lot.
Yeah,
But
man.
I'd like to check out. I'd like to check out if people are like. I mean, if it's like obviously it's gonna be nice, but whenever it does get nice, Wet and Wild.
That'd be really cool, man.
Water park.
Yeah.
The only thing with that is I don't want to wet my phone, but that's okay. I'll go. Phone resistant case.
Oh yeah. Just put it in like some saran wrap, man. You'll be fine.
Did you hear me say phone resistant?
Yeah. You want to get a phone resistant phone.
Yeah, but that one's not even too far. It's Brampton, $42 a person. That's an. What do you think about that? It's like good price.
Yeah, that's all right. That's like Wonderland, like prices.
Right? Like it's like event kind of prices. The last time I remember I went to CNE, it was like the same thing a couple years ago, and I remember trying so hard at one thing, like those ones to get like you see one certain type of bear or toy there, and you're like, I want that for my room, and I was trying for like 2 hours to get some bear, like throwing a ball, and everyone was like, Matthew, let's go. I'm like, no, I'm getting that bear. I don't care. Like I don't care. They're like, Matthew, so little kids want to go behind you. I'm like, okay, but I'm still getting that bear. Like I'll go behind him. You know what I mean? So,
Man, another thing I miss from the CNE are the deals from the pavilions, man. Holy.
Oh yeah. What'd you get? Like, what was the last thing you got? Like a little deal.
I clean up there, man. I usually get like deodorant, some clothes, wallets. They're really good to get there. And then if you're really looking to get like big ticket stuff, they have ridiculous deals on like TVs.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like there's always a deal, pretty much.
Oh yeah. Like I remember I got like a rice cooker. Fucking $30 rice cooker for $10. Done deal, man.
What?
Yeah.
And that works, like it works good, there's no defects?
Yeah, it makes me rice.
Does the job.
Exactly. Plus there's always these nice little things, like say, you bring in a girl there, right? And you're walking through.
It's like a romantic thing, right?
And it's not, they're like, okay, it's not so hard on the wallet if you know what to look for.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, you're not going to, we're not talking about like a $200 night at Jack Astor's or something. You know what I mean? Or something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's good. It's definitely a good date spot, for sure.
Yeah, for sure,
You'll see
man.
lots of couples there.
You can check out the food, the games, the rides, You got that zip line.
Yeah, sorry?
You got that zip line thing, man.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely. I want to check that out. See, that thing is just high enough where I'm not afraid of it. So it's good. I mean, it's just look not too far up,
Oh yeah, it's not too far. Like the most that'll happen is you might like break a leg if you fall.
Yeah. Right?
You'll live.
You'll live. But also that's a good luck thing, right? Like break a leg. So, break a leg.
Oh.
No, man. No, it's what? Like what I liked about it too was like everyone seemed like it's very chill and everything like that. I wonder how they'll do it this year with COVID. Are they restricting the numbers, or I guess distance? Like, how do you distance in that? That's another thing, right?
Like probably restrict the numbers.
Yeah, because you're obviously gonna have to still be wearing masks. But when I remember when I was going there, it was like packed. You know what I'm saying? Like everywhere, like basically, like if you went to the States, like if there's any American listeners, it's basically like if you went to like a county fair. It's our version of that. Right? Because they have like, they have those like little rides and stuff like that, right? But yeah, and there's also the club there that I never went to. Music.
Oh.
That was always like a high end, like, you know. I always thought it was like they tried to make it like a Vegas themed club. You been there?
Music.
I know you've heard it. You've heard about the reputation.
Yeah, it kind of rings a bell.
Right? Music. But yeah, it's right beside the Grand Ball or the Liberty Grand, close by.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's another one I went to too for Halloween. But yeah, moving on from that though, what do you think about going to the Raptors here? I want to touch on the Raptors a little bit. Like, do you see Nick Nurse, man? Like getting the technical for throwing his mask in the stands. And
Oh
getting kicked
yeah.
out and everything.
Yeah. That's unfortunate, man. What can I say?
Yeah. Honestly, man, this is what I will say about that. He's a passionate coach. He's very passionate about the team. He wants the team to win. He's very how do you say, like opinionated. Like he's not afraid to say if the refs do a bad job, he's gonna let them know in a not so nice way, you know. And he doesn't care if he gets fined. You know, he threw his thing. He gets frustrated with the refs. I don't know if it's just me or if it's just like because we live in Canada, we have a Canadian bias. But a lot of times, like I feel like the Raptors like kind of they get a bad rap from the American media, and maybe even the refs are sometimes biased. Like they tend to call less fouls against them than the other team, or I don't know if it's just like I don't know what it is. If that's like just a coincidence thing, or if it's like on purpose, or what do you think about that? Because I think that's what like the whole why they get so mad and frustrated.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of the time it can be just more like stuff that is happening right in front of his face, and like he knows how to fix them, right? In terms of just the stuff that's in his control, right? Like the players.
Yeah.
Because sometimes like there's so many other different factors, man.
Yeah. Sometimes maybe the record's in their feelings. Who knows? You know. But yeah, no, and the thing is, you never know. Like, maybe what he's saying is actually very disrespectful, and like, no one's gonna want to work with you or help if you're just getting like yelled at like that, you know? Or like, I mean, just like cursed at. But they're probably used to it though.
Oh yeah, I mean everybody curses, man. I mean.
Yeah, I mean, sports is not for the faint of ears or faint of heart, you know.
Oh yeah, I mean it's kind of like one of the most interesting parts, like when you go to a live game. And you just hear them, you know, trash talking each other and cussing and oh shoot, you know, I missed a layup or whatever, right?
Yeah, what I always do say is like if kids ever do go there, like and they're in the stands and they're fans, they learn a lot.
Yeah.
They learn a lot, and it could shape the way they're like what kind of fan that kid is gonna grow up to be, right?
They'll learn it anyway.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, that's true. It's like, let's say we go to that kid's schoolyard. I bet you there's some stuff being talked about there. Recess.
Yeah, that's what I feel like will always be a constant, man. Like, I remember, you know, when I was that age, too, we're all learning how to swear and shoot in, like, middle school?
Like, there's no innocent people there around now.
Like, remember when you were learning how to swear? Like you were just like, shit.
Oh yeah, and the thing is, like, you would do it, and like you would come home and act like nothing, you know. But at school, you were something else.
Oh yeah, the F-bomb was just like, whoa.
I remember one time I said it, and then my parents were like, Matthew, what are you doing? Don't say that. I'm like, well, how come I heard Dad say it the other day? No one said nothing to him.
Oh, he said, I'll be back in 5 minutes.
I'm like, why can't I say it? You know what I mean? He's like, he's allowed to swear. He's been through a lot. You know, you're only 8.
He'll explain to you in 4 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, man. But yo, buddy, like, what do you think about the trades though, man? Just the Raptors trade deadline. They got they traded Powell, right? Like a fan favorite. Like he was brought up by the Raptors. You know, like they developed him. He's become one of the best scorers in the league. We traded him to Portland for Gary Trent Jr., Rodney Hood. We gave up Matt Thomas to the Utah Jazz, Terrence Davis, and probably the biggest news was Kyle Lowry not being traded to the Sixers, Heat, or Lakers, which were the rumor, right?
Yeah.
I think people were like, what the sense I got from like people like talking around the Raptors was that they were like, it's mixed emotions, you know? Like some people wanted Lowry to go, others wanted him to stay, like franchise player, like, you know, retire as a Raptor kind of thing. Others wanted to get something for him before he left. People were sad to see Powell go because, just because of the attachment they got to him. Even though, like, they weren't able... The whole reason he's traded, in my understanding, is because he got so good that they weren't going to be able to afford him anymore. So they wanted to trade him for something instead of losing him for nothing,
Yeah, that's what I heard too, that they wouldn't be able to afford him with the cap space they had because, like, they had already given other people like OG and Siakam and all them new contracts.
And Boucher.
Yeah, exactly. And
Who's come
so
along this year.
I don't know. I honestly think big picture, it's emotional. It's gonna sting, but like keeping Lowry could be better for us. Because he's gonna continue playing well. That's the thing. It's not like he's gonna slump because oh, he didn't get traded. It's like whenever another team comes up, and says, hey, we're interested in you, then if they put a good offer on the table, I'm sure he won't refuse because honestly, he's given us a lot, right? He's given us a championship.
Exactly. And he's still basically, I would say, like, our best player. So.
Oh, Grote, man. Greatest Raptor of all time.
Exactly. And you know what? Like, some people would argue, but you know what? You traded a guy younger than Powell, and like Lowry's pushing 36. But I mean, if I recall, LeBron James is 36, 37, and he's still the best player in the league. So I don't understand what the whole issue is about that.
Yeah. I guess sports wise, anyway. Like for me, I do kind of get when anybody's north of 35. It's like, they start asking questions, like, maybe
because you
should
don't want to give somebody a big contract after that, I guess.
Yeah, like, you're not going to get a 10-year, 7-year max or whatever.
Yeah.
If you're, like, 35, 34.
Yeah, exactly. You'll probably get, like, at most 2-3 year deals, maybe even 1 year.
Or, like, it may have happened historically, so I'll say, like, it in my opinion, it just seems irregular.
Right? Yeah. No, I just mean like people were acting like he had nothing left in the tank. I still think he has a lot left.
Oh yeah, the thing is, like, he might go down physically, but like just mentally, he still has the IQ. He still has the cognition, right? Like he still has those cognitive abilities to kind of like find the spaces, find the pockets, and be a playmaker.
Leadership. Yeah, playmaker, leadership. He still has, like, his shot-making ability is still very good. The only thing that probably would go down is I think the first thing that goes when you get older is your speed, right? So that might go down slowly, but everything else is still tip-top.
Yeah.
That's not a player that you just give up like that, Especially everything he's done or whatever,
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, and what do you think of Powell? I mean, it's like kind of stings, right? But big picture, like you said, like and I think with Matt Thomas and Terrence Davis, like it didn't really work out. The experience with them here.
Yeah.
So like I'd say like just to like people are kind of upset that we gave up Powell, and I think we faced them actually tonight. We're facing the Trailblazers with Powell on the team, and he's obviously gonna have a good games, right? Where he gets like a lot of a lot of points and stuff like that, and he's a good player, right? But I think we got like some good potential. Like the guy we got is the Gary Trent Jr. Apparently, he's only 22, and he's supposed to be like a younger version of Powell. So in sports, that all matters, right? Like we got younger a bit, and like we got some guys who got some potential, and we saved some space to get some other big fish, right? If we have to.
I really feel like.
It's a good move.
Yeah, it's a good move in the sense of like just cleaning up house. To have room, like to have cap space, and not only to invest in trading for younger players, but also trading for. I've seen that there's some players they straight up traded for like draft picks, right? Like I think they have like a couple second round draft picks.
Yeah, Matt Thomas and Terrence Davis both got traded for a second round pick in 2021.
Yeah. So I think those may be good for us in terms of picking up more prospects
for the future.
Yeah, and depending how quickly they pick up, like if we get another Boucher or another guy that just kind of was brought up locally, and blossoms with us. You know, like even Powell. A lot of people saying, you know what, it sucks, but like he became a man in Raptor Red.
Exactly. Before that, he was like in the what's it called, in the like the G League or whatever before the NBA, and like he wasn't really like he definitely wasn't like now. You know, he developed because of the system.
Oh yeah, and like the thing is, he was given a chance to kind of express himself here. You know, once he had earned his spot and people saw what he was capable of, he ended up being a super clutch guy, man.
Hence comes the name, Playoff Powell.
Yeah. Oh, right. Man.
But no, you know what? Like you said, right? The GMs, I think what people don't understand is or lose sight of is a lot of times the GM and presidents of teams, they always gotta look towards the future, right? So like even if you're not happy with what they're doing now, they're always looking at the bigger picture, like 5 years on the road, 2-3 years, like how is this team gonna look, you know? So in that sense, you kind of understand the moves, you know?
Oh yeah, like, and I totally get it. Like, I do have that like attachment as well with Powell because I know he was part of that team.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's just like 6 years is a good time too, right?
Yeah, he's been around.
It's a good time to start a new adventure, man. And I feel like it's really similar to like other sports, right? Like you give them a couple good, like great seasons, you win a ship, you know, that's pretty much your career. And then if you want to do more, you do more, right?
Exactly. Like they did a lot for us, and obviously like this season isn't going as well for the Raptors, right? Like they're losing a lot, and like it's kind of like I don't want to say like a rebuild, but they're like a reshaping season, right? So they're just kind of like reshaping and seeing what they can do for the future, right? Like how they can build again up to that.
Yeah, I think it's
to the top.
I think it's definitely a rebuild, man. It's like
even me, it hurts for me to say that, you know, because like when you say rebuild, you think like, oh, it's gonna be like 8 years till they're back again. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, but like it definitely is, right? Like because like people are like, I think there's only like 2 or 3 like players they said left from the championship, and that was only a couple years ago.
Listen, man, in a country where people pride themselves on being good at waiting in lines, I think I can say that we'll be fine, man. We had to wait a long time for our ship, so what's a decade?
Exactly. What's another decade for it to be back again? But you know what? Like that 2019 memory will always be around, right? Like that was a pretty amazing time, right?
Oh yeah, dude. Especially like just me growing up with them, like. You know, like Damon Stoudemire, Doug Christie, Vince Carter.
Exactly.
Like Tracy McGrady, just going, like Chris Bosh, going through all those different generations.
I have actually some videos when I went out that night. When we went out that night, you were with me, right? Like,
yeah.
And like actually I should tell like Taz to upload it because that was such a good memory, going down memory lane of that, you know? Those like, who knows when that will happen again, like that, you know?
Oh, yeah.
It was crazy, man. USC Toronto came together, right? So.
Oh yeah, definitely be a good throwback post, man.
For sure. Yeah, man. Yeah, but so that's good, man. Just like let's hope for the best for our sports teams. Moving along from that, I don't know if you've seen, but yeah, I just wanted to touch on this story a little bit. But you know how Canada in general is just allowing people to stay in like quarantine hotels?
Yeah.
So you gotta stay in that, right? So there's a story that I saw where a lady had to go to a funeral in her hometown of Portugal to attend her father's funeral. She came back and had to stay in a hotel, but that was obviously she had to go for that to attend her father's funeral. She came back and was like had to pay $3,000 in hotel bills. Like long story short, right? And she's pretty much saying like they shouldn't have been charged all that because of like basically they got their charges wrong with the people that she was with. And they should have been exempt because of going to her father's funeral. Like, for me, it's kind of like, I get it and I don't, right? Like, it's kind of like, I get the situation. It's like your father passed away. It's a sad time. It's a kind of like I don't know if it's an emergency, right? But then also I get, like, the regulations here, right? I guess there's both there. I can understand the frustration, too. You're getting paid a charge that much on your card for just staying a week or something, you know? It's a lot of money.
Crazy. Like, what? Did they stay in, like, a golden castle? Jeez.
That's what I was thinking. It was the Crown Plaza. Well, it's kind of sucks. And plus taxes and everything, right? They got, like, basically it was from February 27th and March 1st. They got charged like $3,000. Something was wrong there, though, right?
Oh my! Yeah. You know what?
Much.
I've been to the Crown Plaza, man, and that sucks. But I can see that happening. I feel like if that was really a government thing, their mistake was setting them up in the Crown Plaza. They should have thought, hey, you know what? What are other places in the area that's cheaper, right? Like,
so you're saying they didn't do their due diligence?
I feel like it would have really helped avoid this whole situation that became political if they had just said, hey, you know what? Go and check out the Garden Inn, the Hilton, right?
Yeah, check out a motel even.
Yeah, you know, like
B&B, bed and breakfast, right? There's plenty of those.
Well, I mean, that's also kind of like describing a McDonald's, but I mean...
Right? Yeah. No, but like, I just find it funny how like everyone's giving them the runaround, right? Like, everyone's trying to call the hotel, like, someone's saying, yeah, someone else will get back to you, and like, I feel like that's somebody, like, their way of like, okay, like, leave us alone, we'll figure this out, like, we don't want this to be, like, you didn't have to go this far, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like, I promise you, I swear I don't have a deal, but if you check out hotels.com, Government of Canada, you'll find great deals.
Way, that's another plug.
For COVID. That's incredible. Like, honestly, I feel like they just need to hire a Torontonian to find them deals. So that
yes, I think Torontonist is available.
Oh, there you go. Because honestly, that would have put at least taken off at least 1-0, right?
Exactly. Yeah. Maybe it'd have been like, I don't know, like 5-6 bills, not 2,000-3,000. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an unfortunate situation. I just think it sucks because, like, you know, the situation, right? Like, they had to go to their father's funeral, and they come back and they gotta pay that. But, like, you know, like, there's, at the end of the day, like, the people, I mean, where they're staying, or other factors around outside of that have nothing to do with that, right?
Yeah, like,
why they went.
That just sucks. And I know, like, it doesn't matter how much money you're making, you're still gonna feel $3,000 down the toilet.
Yeah, hurts your wallet.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a whole, like, month and something of, you know, or whatever, right?
Oh yeah, hopefully it goes well soon. You know, they can go through like small claims court or whatever. You know, blah blah blah.
Yeah. Do you feel like people are kind of like, because I feel like when people are made to like be pointed out like that and like out in the public, you know what I mean? Like, you know, like just out to the media and to the politicians, they kind of react in a kind of like a reprisal kind of way where they don't want to help you after. You know what I'm saying? Because you went that far. Do you think that's a case of that happening? Like
I don't think so, right? Because I would imagine or I would hope that like any kind of person or organization representing the government would be like, you know what, I got bigger fish to fry. This is not an emotional decision, right?
Yeah, right. And they just were able. They could actually like make the judgment like, I'm trying to help people instead of like trying to get back at somebody.
Yeah, and I mean that's why these government staff get paid very well, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Vic, but I guess that just about wraps it up here. Do you have anything else to add?
Did you want to do any shout-outs? Yeah. Did you have any?
I think you were saying that you wanted to shout out the Maple Talk, like your person for social media.
Oh yeah. That's our friend. That's 6ixhappening's friend, Maple Talkies. She's on Instagram. She takes great pictures. We feature them quite often, along with her and Toronto Poppy. Also, really great pictures of the city. Anybody that you have in mind, Matt?
You know what? Actually, I just want to tell everyone to just, if they could, please check out our website at 6ixhappening.com. We have a lot of cool pictures up there. Like, we have our blog section where we have different blogs that we've written blog posts, a gallery of all the pictures and videos that we take when we go out on our adventures and our trips. for 6 Happening. We have like these podcast episodes. You can find the links to the past episodes there, and we have our contacts where you can contact us directly and at info@6happening.com, and you can check us out on our social medias on Instagram, Facebook, and we're gonna have a TikTok eventually too. Please be sure to check out our 6happening.com/shop merch as well. We have hoodies, tees, cups, and masks on there as well. And some of them are unavailable, but there's other ones you can get for yourself as well. Help support the cause. We'd appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, we have some great teas, guys. We still have the classics out there. They're ready. You can give us a shout for an order if you like what you see. 6 Happening. Thanks again for joining us.